What's up, everybody? Are You Afraid of the Dark's intro song is awesome. I love it because it kind of sets the tone for the show. And, you know, I love how it starts off in the attic, you know? Then it's got, like, that creepy fucking doll and all other shit. You know, like, I think there's a rocking horse in it. And then it ends with, you know, a match getting lit and, like, you know, someone holding it. And it's like, that's just iconic. That's like an entire generation of, you know, kids watching that. Now, I don't think I watched it when it first came out because that would have been fucking impossible. Because it came out in 1990 and I would have been 2. So, you know, I obviously watched it when I was, you know, a wee bit older. And, you know, I think I watched it on, like, Nick. And I seriously like it. So, I just watched the first episode of the first season, Tale of the Phantom Cab. And I'm actually going to do this for the entire first season. Like, how I'm going to do it for the season of The Promised Neverland. If you want me to do the second season of Are You Afraid of the Dark, you're going to have to give me money so that way I can buy it off of Amazon. As with the rest of the seasons, because I actually want to do, you know, a rewatch of those seasons. Same thing with Degrassi, you know. You're going to have to, you know, either buy it for me or give me money so I can buy it if you want to see me go through those things. So, yeah. I'm going to talk about the first episode of the first season, Tale of the Phantom Cab. I literally just watched it. I have it right on my fucking PS4 right now. The next episode is Tale of Laughing in the Dark, which I think is like fucking about a sideshow thing. Or not a sideshow, a carnival thing. But let's get to Tale of the Phantom Cab. So, basic story. 2 brothers fucking stuck in the woods. Younger brother, older brother. Younger brother's kind of, you know, stereotypical nerdy kid, you know. Older brother's kind of like bully, kind of but still loves you kind of thing. That's more evident at the end of the episode. So they're fucking lost in the woods. They run into this dude named Flynn. Flynn initially is just seen as some random dude, some creepy fucker in the middle of the woods who stumbles upon these fucking kids. And so he takes them to this dude's fucking house, Dr. Vink, with a as he makes it very fucking clear when you get introduced to the fucking doctor. The good old doctor. And this is the first appearance of Dr. Vink. Although he does make appearances in later seasons and later episodes. Then, you know, he likes riddles. He wants to, you know, gives the kids a fucking riddle. Like, if you solve this riddle, you know, you're basically going to be, you know, you're going to get out of the fucking woods. And the riddle is, what can you put in a barrel that you can see with the naked eye, but when you put it in a barrel, it makes it lighter? And it's about... So, yeah, okay, so I should actually talk about the whole... That's the plot of, like, the thing. Then after it's introduced, that riddle cuts to the campfire. Which I like that kind of setting of, like, these kids basically just fucking walk into the woods in the middle of the night, have their own little spot, have a campfire, start it, and tell spooky fucking stories to each other. Although this story's not kind of really scary, it's kind of goofy in places, but it was the style of the time. You know, this is basically... The 2 competing shows were Are You Afraid of the Dark and fucking Goosebumps, which I actually wouldn't mind doing a rundown of all the episodes of Goosebumps, but again, I would require money for that, so I can watch it, on like Amazon or wherever the fuck is able to be watched, and then so I'm pushing my Patreon really hard if you couldn't fucking tell, because I actually really want to do it, and I think people would like to see it. But anyway, okay. And so okay, so it cuts back to the campfire. The story that's being told is being told by a kid who's trying to get into the Midnight Society. I fucking blanked on the goddamn name of the society, but the Midnight Society, group of kids, gets led there by his friend, blindfolded, have some fucking banter. It's kind of goofy, but I love it. Even rewatching it still, it's goofy as fuck, but it's fun. This obviously was for kids who are maybe kind of younger, maybe like 5 or 6 year olds, maybe. Although I don't know, it wasn't for like teenagers. Is what I'm getting at. Even Goosebumps, it had scarier things, but it was also just kind of goofy, weird. It was like The Outer Limits versus Twilight Zone. It's like it's basically that. Fuck it, I'm just rambling at this point, but fuck it. I don't care. I'm talking about fucking stuff from my childhood. It's gonna fucking happen. But yeah, so it goes back to the kids. The kids are basically like, you can't have a riddle in the story that can't be fucking solved. It's bullshit. They don't say that, but that's basically the tenor of what they're saying. It's like, it's bullshit. It's a fucking story cheat. It's a contrivance. It's bullshit. So, yeah. Second episode. So flashes back to the kids. They're in the cab with Flynn. Flynn, it turns out, Vink fucking shows them a fucking disembodied hand. Freaks the kid out, even though it looks kind of stupid. Freaks the kids out. They run away. Get in the cab with Flynn. Flynn turns out is this fucking cabbie, whatever. Oh, kids get in because they're like, take us to town. Turns out Flynn was one of the fucking people. It was the person who took Fink out there to be in the woods. Said, I'll give you a tip if you answer my riddle. Couldn't do it. Flynn was driving off and, fucking died in this horrific car crash. That's when, Vink took his fucking hand. And it was like the hand that was seen earlier was, Flynn's hand. And then Flynn, does a fucking exorcist, flips his head back because he's dead. So he just, zombie kind of fucking thing. Flips his head backwards and is like, you can say I kind of died. And it's like, that's kind of stupidly camp, but whatever. I'm thinking about other fucking shows that I want to watch episodes of. Patreon.com/RezenatorZen. Because it's fun to do this. Fucking Suture Shorts and fucking Wild and Crazy Kids. That was a fucking insane show. Degrassi. Anyway. Next Generation, by the way, not the original. Next Generation. And not the newest generation, the middle generation. Because they actually dealt with some pretty fucking good stories. I liked it. Anyway. Back to fucking Are You Afraid of the Dark? Patreon.com/RezenatorZen. Fucking, I really want to do it. But yeah, so he's careening, got the kids in the car, he's careening down this dirt fucking road in the middle of the woods, is like, we're gonna crash. You know, you can stop it if you guess if you get the riddle correctly. If you get the answer to the riddle, everybody will be free. Because, Flynn's been bringing motherfuckers up to Vink to, basically just bolster his spooky, scary skeleton army, basically. And, like, the kids fucking were freaked out outside of Vink's house, because it's like, they're all the ghosts from the people who Vink fucking took things from. Because he's a fucking mad scientist. But yeah, the answer to the riddle is a hole. You can see a hole. You can see a hole with your eye, and if you put it in a barrel, it gets lighter because the thing that's inside it is fucking leaks out of it. And fucking. So the answer to the riddle. In one of my favorite scenes so far out of like the first season, it's the first episode. It's fucking. So it's a shot of. It's like a camera behind a tree. On one side, they see the. Obviously, I assume the thing is like it's going slow, but they speed it up to make it look like it's going faster. The cab. On one side, frame gets covered by the tree. Other side, and the kids just get basically flung. The fucking the cab disappears. Kids get flung out of it basically, and it's like, oh shit, we're alive. Again, they don't say that. General tenor of what like, oh fuck. He's like, fuck, we're alive. We're not dead. Then a ranger, like another car comes out of the mist. Youngest kid is like, oh, not again. It's like, which again is goofy as fuck, but it's pretty much what anybody would say in that scenario. It's like, fuck, we were in this haunted cab. We've, vanquished that enemy. Oh, fuck, another fucking one. God damn it. And then it's like, oh, no, he's there to save the kids. And the fucking ranger's like, are you Buzz and whatever the fuck the other kid's name is? Buzz is the only thing that's standing out. It's like, they got some other, like, they have a last name, too. Don't fucking remember the last name, even though I just watched the fucking episode. It's forgettable as fuck. Fucking, I think they actually I think Buzz and whatever the fuck make an appearance later on in the series, too. I want to say their character's actually making a reappearance. And, that's like, end of the episode, or end of the story, story ends. Then it's like, okay, then it goes back to the fire, the fire pit, fireside chat thing. And it's like, oh, yeah, okay. So the stipulation is, it has to be unanimous for the rest of the Midnight Society, has to like your story and like you, and they have to give you a thumbs up and you're in. So at the end of the story, the kid's fucking blindfolded, so he can't see, because the fucking place is secret. The fucking meeting spot is secret, so they blindfold people and lead them into the woods, which is fucking weird and fucked up, and maybe explains a lot of people being so fucked up in now. So, okay. So, fucking... This is where the episode kind of just makes me giggle, because it's so fucking insanely campy. And just stupid. And so it's like, oh, thumbs up or thumbs down. Thinking you should get in. And like all the kids are like mugging for the camera too. It's like, yeah. So they all do like their own variation of like, yeah, thumbs up. And it's like, what the fuck? It's like, thank God the kid can't fucking see it. Because he'd die of, fucking embarrassment of like, oh, you motherfuckers. The best part is too, is like, there's one kid who's like the oldest kid. Who's, swear to God, be like 17, like in canon. He's supposed to be like 16, 17. He's just there hanging out with other fucking young kids, and it's like, what the fuck? And he like leaves at some point later on in the series, and maybe if you like this, and you give money to my Patreon, I could do the rest of the seasons, which I think they're like 10 seasons of the fucking show, or 9 seasons. I can also do fucking... become a patron. This is fucking... So yeah, that's the first episode. Fucking liked it. Insanely camp, but really good. You know, I can imagine kids being scared of it back in the fucking 90s. Like, it's basically the same kind of, like, scary stories to tell in the dark or whatever. It's like, I could kind of imagine making an adult version of this and not make it, like, because the adult version, again, it'd be like the X-Files, you know, the Outer Limits or the Twilight Zone, which is getting a third fucking iteration. It's like, because it had the Robert... whatever, the guy from the original Twilight Zone. Then there was like a revamp, I think in the 90s. Now there's one being made by Jordan Peele, which I actually am looking forward to. If only I had CBS access. I really wish I did. Because I'd watch the shit out of it. Because he's good with horror and having messages. And that's kind of what the Twilight Zone is. Oh, I could do fucking the Twilight Zone, because the first season, I think, is... maybe it's the entire fucking series, but like the first, I don't know for a fact the first season is on fucking Netflix. I'll do that. I'll do another fucking, I'll do a breakdown and rewatch of those fucking things. I've already watched the first episode. It's pretty fucking good. It stands up pretty well. Again, patreon.com/RezenatorZen. Give me money and I'll, you know, you could give me something from your childhood, you know, or fucking... you know, shows you like, and you can force me to watch them, whether it be good or bad, and I could do an episode by episode fucking, you know, rewatch of it, or watch for the first time. You know, I'm doing it with fucking The Promised Neverland, doing it with this, I might do it with the fucking, with the Twilight Zone, might do it with the fucking Outer Limits if I can find somewhere to watch it. You know, just for $1 a month, you can give me at least $1. Everybody can at least give me $1. You know, $1's not too much. You know, you give me 5. You know, $1. You could get you know, if you could help me making more videos like this, or you could fucking you know, make me do a video of your own fucking, you know, of your own creation, or a Medium post of your own, you know, topic. You know? You know, because I really want to do some more stuff with popular culture stuff. Maybe from the 90s, I mean, like 80s, 90s, early 2000s. You know, I'm all up for that. And I might do it just, and you know, more money I get, better editing I'll have. Sorry, I'm fucking thirsty. Talking makes me thirsty. Anywho, ta-ta everybody. Have a wonderful fucking day. Patreon.com/RezenatorZen or cash.me/money symbol, American money symbol, US dollar symbol, RezenatorZen. If you just want to give me a one-off donation. I actually might revamp my Patreon. With new ideas. Anyway. Ta-ta everybody. Have a wonderful, wonderful, and a fucking, there we go. There was a fucking overlay over the camera, like the recording software, and it's like, I'm hitting the camera software to bring it up to the front. Wasn't doing it. Anyway. Ta-ta. I'm also recording this on a fucking 6 or 7 year old laptop. So, you know, you could help me get a new laptop so I can make better videos and better quality videos. Just like the camera quality would also be better. Ta-ta, everybody.